Hi, I'm Tinny from Mini Bowl Design, and today I'm going to make beef and bean burritos. Now I'm going to just make a couple here just for demo. I'm not going to make a big meal out of it, so I'm going to use a 10 centimeter pot. And I haven't done this before, so I don't know how much, so I'm just going to slop in some water. You know, and how that works, right? So, using the mini atomic today, we've got to get that fueled up, get that going. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to, Zeke's behind me, he wants to get in. Come on in, Zeke. There you go, big guy. I'm going to bring the water to a boil, put the hamburger in, and then set it off to the side for 20 minutes and let it completely rehydrate. And when I get done, I'll turn the camera back on and we'll continue, warm it back up again, put the beans in and finish it. But first thing we've got to do is get the water boiling and get that beef hydrating, because that's the worst part of this is hamburger gravel does not rehydrate very fast. It's a little slow. Now one gentleman emailed me and told me that when he does it, well, I believe he said while the hamburger is still raw, he takes dried breadcrumbs like croutons, crushes them all down into a fine powder, and works them right into the hamburger. And he says that helps it rehydrate better. Now I haven't done that, but I may in the future. The only problem I would have with that is, back out again, that when you cook the hamburger and all the fat was in it, went to dry it out, I would think that maybe the breadcrumbs might capture a lot of the fat, keep you from being able to get rid of it. Now on this, I actually, once I got it cooked up, all browned right up, I put it in a colander and ran hot water over it to flush out any fat that was left. And this is kind of an experiment. I think, long story short, I think that's the way to go. I don't think you lose any flavor because it didn't look like anything came out of it except a little bit of fat. So, I don't know how much to put in. Once again, it's one of those deals where I'm only going to make a few burritos, so I'm going to put in, oh, I don't know, 2 or 3 of these like this. Yeah, that's probably good for 1 or 2 burritos, because that expands a fair amount once it rehydrates. So, I'll turn the camera back on once this... Okay, this hamburger has rehydrated as much as it's going to. That's what it looks like. There we go. Okay, now that water is still boiling. I just got it boiling again. So I think that because it is boiling, we can probably put some refried bean powder right in and just rehydrate it right in the boiling water. If that doesn't work out, we will put it back on and boil it. But I don't think it takes a lot of rehydration to get this bean powder to rehydrate. Like I said, this is a bit of an experiment. I used to buy rehydrated refried bean powder at a health food store, but it's about a 80-mile round trip, so I don't do it anymore. I'm not even still sure they still sell it. And to be fair, it was a little bit spicier than I would have liked to have seen it. And this way, by making it myself, I simply took a, there we go, that's starting to pick it up. Simply took a can of pinto beans and put them in a pan and mashed them up. Put them on the heat with about a cup of water, and then just started adding spices until it tasted right to me. Put in some cumin and another few other hot spices, a little onion powder. You know, just goofed around till I got it the way I wanted it. Okay, I'm going to let that set about 10 minutes and thicken up. Okay, my filling is thickened up. And what I'm going to do, you don't have to do this, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to put one of these wrappers on this grill and warm it up. They're a little more flexible that way, a little easier to work with. And you can see that my bean dip is looks good. If I was going to do it again, I think I'd put a little bit more cumin in it, but it's not bad. Not bad at all, especially for a first try. Okay. Now, while that's warming up, with a mini atomic, if you're cooking and you run out of fuel, you can't just fuel it right back up again because the thumb screw gets really hot. So what I do is, once it's completely out, I'm sure it's completely out, I squirt my alcohol, since it's concave on top, right on the thumb screw and cool the thumb screw right down. Then I can take it out and finish fueling the stove. Okay, I think we're there on that. That looks pretty good. So, put the stove up. There we go. Okay, now I used about a half of the refried beans, which would be a half a can of beans, which would be 8 ounces. And that seemed to be about right for, that's hot, oh, maybe 4 of these small burritos. I really, that's hot. Really didn't judge it very well. I wanted to make them for 1. I got enough there for 4. So I'd say an entire can would make 8 of these little tiny burritos, or maybe 3 or 4 big ones. Gotta have one more bite. I gotta tell you, that's not bad. Out on the trail, that's one of the better things that I've cooked out on the trail, and it's relatively simple. Not a real complicated meal. All the work you can do at home when you dehydrate it. That's good. Somebody asked on the video where I made the chicken and stuffing and potatoes how much alcohol I use. And near as I can tell, I used about 1.5 ounces. And for this meal, because I had to boil the water quite a while to rehydrate the hamburger, I use, if you just brought the water to boil, put the hamburger on it, put the lid on, and then maybe heat up your wrappers, you use maybe 3/4 ounce. One of the more fun videos I've made. 2 reasons. I was really hungry. Second off, this is quite good. I think I'll have another. I'm Tinny from Mini Bull Design. Get out and hike, take a friend, enjoy the great outdoors, and more important than anything, try to have some fun today and try to have a really great day. Bye-bye. Boitsy, 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 boitsy.